Xin chào các bạn, mình là Brooklyn đây. Hi everyone, my name's Brooklyn. Vietnamese is a tonal language. Your voice rises and falls with each word, and you know how to do that because of the tone marks, các dấu. They tell you exactly when and how to do that. English is similar in that we also raise and lower our voice as we speak, but in English, there's no written tones. Certain syllables are said stronger, but you just have to memorize them. Certain words get emphasized, but when you're a beginner or an intermediate speaker, it can be hard to know which words to stress. All of this comes with practice. So, today, let's practice an intonation exercise. A short disclaimer before we start. The way that I speak this passage is just a way of speaking. Learn from the way that I speak, but don't think that this is the only way. Someone else could read this passage and emphasize different words and pause in different places, and it still sound great. A few instructions before we start. There's a few things I want you to pay attention to. Throughout this passage, there are words that are bolded and italicized. These are words that I will emphasize. The bold words are emphasized by saying them stronger and maybe a little louder. The italicized words are emphasized by bringing my voice up or saying them a little slower or softer. I will overemphasize the bold and italicized words just so it's easier for you to hear, but just know that if I was sharing the story in real life, I would speak a little less dramatically. You'll also see slashes. This is a place that you can briefly pause. Now, you should always pause at a comma or end punctuation, but the slashes are a few other places that you could pause to add emphasis or just make listening easier. There's a few places you'll see arrows going up or down. These are where you either bring your voice up or down. And you'll also see a few vocabulary words throughout this passage. Okay, let's get into it. Every morning, I start my day with a cup of coffee. Here in Vietnam, getting coffee is not just a habit. It's a small moment of joy before the busy day begins. Now, typically our tone goes down at the end of a sentence. Vietnamese speakers like to use the dấu sắc at the end of the sentence, so you might have to fight against this habit. Let's say that again. It's a small moment of joy before the busy day begins. I leave my apartment around 7:30. The streets are already full of sounds, the engines of motorbikes, the calls from street vendors, and the soft music coming from small cafes. Even though it's early, the city feels awake. So even though this is the end of a sentence, you can bring your voice up when you say awake. It just feels right for this sentence because of the meaning of what we are saying. When something is awake, it is up and active. So we use our voice to show that. Even though it's early, the city feels awake. I walk to a coffee stall near my building. It's a tiny place, just a few plastic chairs and a small metal cart. But the smell of freshly brewed coffee fills the whole corner. The barista always greets me with a warm smile. You can blend with a together and say with a. The barista always greets me with a warm smile. She remembers my order, so I don't need to say much. Still, I like to talk to her because her energy makes my morning better. To make it sound more natural, we don't have to say to talk. As native speakers, we turn it into more of a to talk. It feels easier to say this way. I like to talk to her because her energy makes my morning better. While she prepares my drink, I watch people pass by. A lot of times, it's good to use a rising intonation right before a comma. It kind of adds suspense and makes listeners wonder what is happening while she prepares her drink. So let's say that again. While she prepares my drink, I watch people pass by. Some look tired. Some look stressed. But almost everyone stops for a moment to get their caffeine. It feels like a shared routine, something that connects all of us, even if we never talk to each other. My usual order is café suada. I love the mix of strong coffee and creamy milk. When I take my first sip, it wakes me up instantly. The taste is bold but comforting, and it reminds me why I enjoy living here. Sometimes, if I'm not in a rush, I sit down and take my time. I listen to the traffic and watch the sunlight slowly get brighter, and I let my mind prepare for the day ahead. For slowly, you can slow your voice down when you say it, like watch the sunlight slowly get brighter. Other days, I grab my drink and go straight to work. But even on those busy mornings, that one cup of coffee helps me stay calm. It gives me a moment to breathe, a moment to feel present before everything becomes fast and stressful again. For me, this small routine is more than just coffee. It's a reminder that even in a busy life, we can find simple habits that make our day feel better. And every morning with that first sip, I feel ready to start again. Okay, I hope this short passage helped you practice your intonation. Remember, you don't have to get it perfect your first time. Just keep working on it every day. With consistency, you'll see progress. Thank you guys for listening. That's all for today. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.